There is a reason I always log in at this time, 7:01 a.m. You might be wondering what makes this time so special. Well, it has a secret advantage that you've never heard of. You see, there is an exploit in your brain, and somehow it makes getting work done so easy that it's not even funny. In fact, here's everything I got done last work session. Insane, huh? In this video, I'm going to show you how this works by working both at 7:01 a.m. and 5 p.m. and comparing them. But first, what exactly is this exploit? Well, here are two brains. This one is at 7:01 a.m., right? And the other is at 5 p.m. They belong to the same person. But here's what you didn't know. These two brains are actually more different than you think. To show you, let's look at the 7 a.m. brain. As you wake up, your brain is in a more fragile state because it's still transitioning from delta to theta waves. But here's the thing. Let me introduce someone to you. This is Hyde. He has just woken up, but he then grabs his phone and now he's scrolling on TikTok. I want you to guess what's going to happen to his brain. I'll give you 3 seconds. Go. Done? Well, here's what happened. Because of TikTok, right, Hyde now has to deal with brain fog for the entire day. Meanwhile, if he did that at 5 p.m., he would be fine. Now, you're probably wondering, if this is true, then 5 p.m. is actually superior. So what gives? Well, this actually makes 7:01 a.m. so much better. Why? Well, to find out, I'm going to work at 7:01 a.m. and 5 p.m. and compare them. The results might surprise you. So right over there, it's almost 5 p.m. as you can see, and I'm about to work, okay? I opened up Notion, went to my YouTube script, and began working. So the script I'm working on is next video, okay, the video after this one, and we'll see what happens. Also, by the way, here's the rules: no music, okay? I can't listen to any music. The goal is to work for an entire hour and see how much I get done. Now, I'm 10 minutes in, and this is what I've got done. Yeah, not that bad, to be honest. You know, I was expecting worse, but I just got like an entire section done, so that's not bad. So far, this session has been very standard, but eventually though, I did manage to do this. Alright, 30 minutes in, and this has been kind of interesting. I've actually gotten a good amount done. I usually suck at focusing at 5 p.m, but here we are, I'm doing good. However, the hour passed and I got my work done. Alright, it's 6 p.m. now, and that actually wasn't that bad. First of all, the amount I got done, right, I made it past halfway there. Basically, I'm writing a video about 5 tips, and I got 3 done. Second of all, my flow state was actually pretty good. It was very consistent, always at the same pace, and I thought I would run into a bunch of hurdles, especially about ideas, but I was able to pump them out pretty well. I didn't get distracted, and honestly, I feel good after this. This wasn't bad. But now, it was time for me to go to bed, because I have to wake up for 7:01 a.m. As you can see, I'm ready. I just showered, but if we look at the time, it's almost 7:01 a.m. I have to work. Once again, I opened up Notion and started working on the same script, but immediately I noticed something unusual. So we're 10 minutes in, and this is what it's been like so far, okay? This is kind of weird. So you know how last time the flow state was very consistent? Well, for 7:01 a.m., it's the opposite. It's inconsistent, right? It's been very rocky, like a bumpy road. But the difference is, my flow state was much deeper, which makes this incredibly different already. Anyway, this is how much I've gotten done, alright? So far, this is already vastly different, but now I'm 30 minutes in. You wanna know what's strange? Come look at this. I got this script done early, alright? Just early. Obviously, I'm gonna keep editing it, actually. That's what I'm gonna do, but we're only 30 minutes in. It's going pretty good. Yep. Ain't that interesting? Anyway, I got the work session done, and this is what I had to say. So an hour has passed, and that was 7:01 a.m. Okay, I think I got more done. I finished the script, I edited the script, and overall, the flow state was very interesting, right? Instead of it being consistent, it was up and down. I'd have very deep flow states, but then I'd go out of it, and I would, I guess, get a little distracted. But after I did that, I do feel a lot better, and this was a very unique experience. Now, you probably noticed just how different both work sessions were. Well, that wasn't by coincidence. You see, let's imagine it like this. You see these two lines? Well, these two lines represent mental clarity. The one that's purely flat is 5 p.m, but the one that goes up and flat lines is 7:01 a.m. The reason behind this was because when I woke up, my brain was fragile. By working, I can actually accelerate my focus. This is the opposite effect of using TikTok in the morning. 5 p.m. was consistent. I was at the same level for the entire session, while 7:01 a.m. started slow, but then got progressively better. This right here is because of an exploit called snowballing, and there's a reason it's called that. Basically, every morning, you can snowball the effects of any habit, whether it's a bad habit like TikTok or a good habit like meditation. But if you work just as you wake up, your focus will elevate by 10 times. This is why I do the hardest work in the morning, because if you do that, you're actually more likely to put in more hours throughout the entire day, causing you to not only get that piece of work done perfectly, but to be very disciplined for the entire day. This is the reason why I'm able to do 10-hour work days consistently, because I work in the morning. Now, here's my second channel. Subscribe to it if you want. Subscribe and keep never quitting.